Holly when she was little.
Who did?
Top Santa, Grumpy's wife,
Oh boy.
their son, threw a stick at Holly's head. She was little. He was little too, but still. He was bigger than Holly. And it missed her by an inch. I went charging off up that hill at him. You don't. And I had a whole group of people with me, and they were like, you're going to get your head ripped off. I said, hell no, I won't. Kick ass. I said, I don't care who they are. Yeah, so backed off.
Kicked some Bigfoot butt.
I knew I was pissed. And she wouldn't talk to me for a while. And I said, well, what do you want me to do? Just leave? Yes. I mean, she had a whiny ass voice.
Wow.
One of those annoying ones.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what she's trying to do to get y'all out of there, wasn't it?
No, because it was a kid that was threw the stick while I was down there with people talking.
Really?
At Holly.
Wow.
But it wasn't Holly's teddy bear.
Really?
Mm-hmm. And we went up there with the Vladimir, the geneticist, I can't even say it right.
Yeah.
Without spitting food all over the place. Anyway, with the guy that did some of the DNA with Nelda, that's from Russia, and he was with the Birmingham forensic lab.
Wow.
And anyway, and he also did Lloyd Pye's, that skull.
Star Child.
Yeah, the Star Child's DNA on it.
DNA. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I guess it keeps coming back novel type of DNA, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Unknown.
Well, no, the Star Child came back. It's known.
Really?
Yeah, it's just a deformed person.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. That's what they say, DNA don't lie.
But the thing of it is how that child lived.
Deformed like that?
Mm-hmm. Somebody had to really cared for him, you know, even back then.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we went up there, and Holly decided she'd give that kid, you know, the Bigfoot kid, her teddy bear.
No.
So we hiked 11 miles down in there where they were at, in that cave. There's a cave up there. And hiked our happy asses back. It took us all day to do it.
Wow.
Now, Holly's a trooper, or at least she used to be a trooper.
I'm making a video, by the way.
Damn it, William.
Shall I edit that into the credits?
No.
Have like a highlight bloopers reel?
And me,
like at the end of the movies?
you're videoing me, and I've got dang hot dogs from one end to the other.
Well, you never know. That Bigfoot might run up here and try to snatch your hot dog away from you.
Yeah, right. But no,
You'd be fighting it, kicking its butt, wouldn't you?
I would. I'd have to fight over my hot dog.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get these every day of the week.
Mm-mm. It's one of them crazy ducks floating out there in the river.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Looks like it. See it?
Yeah, I see two of them.
You see it?
Mm-hmm. Right there.
Uh-huh.
But,
Well, this hamburger's really good. I wouldn't doubt that here because all the food, trash, and
well, yeah,
everything else, and
wait.
watching people right here in the mountains, you know.
Well, all I have to do here is wait. I mean, there is, if you
wait until the place closes and everybody leaves, and they'd have the whole place to themselves.
Yeah, because they don't have. I mean, they have lids on the trash cans,
Yeah.
but they're just regular lids.
Yeah. Be easy pickings for them.
Mm-hmm.
I just seen a lightning bug go across the river.
Mm.
I'm so ADHD, it's like every little light or flash or shiny object or something moves over there, and I'm like,
Yeah. I noticed too.
I'm like, squirrel.
Yeah.
I'm off and running. But I've had a Bigfoot encounter or two right in here, because not
I
even
have too.
not even a mile up this road. Probably not even a quarter of a mile. Probably about a couple hundred yards up when I stopped and called Jasper to tell him about that encounter I had, because there wasn't no cell phone signal there.
Mm-hmm.
And I stopped to call him that night. As soon as I got back down here out of the mountains within cell phone range, and I'm sitting there talking to him, and lo and behold, I'm having a second Bigfoot encounter. You know, it's like I just drove away from one encounter right into another one while I'm on the phone with him. There's a scout lookout up there knocking, and one's replying from like across the river on the other side. And it was interesting because instead of like a wood knock, that's sort of a softer knock, where I was at, right in there with the river and the rapids, you couldn't hardly hear the wood knock, except for being on the same side as the knock came from. So if they knocked back from the other side, you couldn't hear it across the river. So to knock back to the wood knock reply, they were using rocks. And the tone of the rocks clacking together would carry across the sound of the water, like the water would carry that sound better than
the wood.
dampening sound of the wood knocking. So I thought, well, that's real interesting, because now I can hear that distinct rhythm of the rocks clacking together.
Well, I've seen them here before, back when my grandfather died.
Yeah.
And I know this, it was my way of dealing. I'd come up here and there, that concrete slab over there, it's down there, I don't know whether you can see it in the dark or not, used to be up here, and this gate used to not be here. I came up here for like 3 months solid. I'd come up here, or I'd go up to Ball River.
Yeah.
And I'd hike up my happy ass in the middle of the night all the way up to top.
Wow.
By myself.
That's where I had my sighting in 2016.
I knew the Bigfoot wouldn't bother me. And the bears, I was a little worried with bears up there. But I thought, okay, well, if they're there, they're going to protect me. They ain't going to let no bear get me.
Yeah.
But I'd be sitting over here just looking, and they'd be over there on that other bank.
That's real interesting, because...
And it wasn't Fox and his bunch, it was another bunch.
Some pictures earlier tonight right over there on that side of the river. For some reason, I had the strongest urge to make a hoot call. Like, I would get a response from them, like, you know, you do a call here because they're over there. I just had that sensational feeling, and I took a picture back in there, and there was a couple of dark spots back in there. Nothing definitive that you could see of anything, but I didn't know that they were here, because I'd never been here to have an encounter.
William.
Yeah. I mean, looks like a snake going across the river down there. You see that?
Oh, it could be anything.
Something swimming across it.
But, well, it was like when that night that you were on the phone with me and I told you where to come up here. And I told you to go up here and there would be the deer, and they were talking to me, you know, and everybody thinks telepathy is shit. But
when they said, watch out for the deer in the road.
Yeah. I sent you right up there, and what happened?
I felt the breath of one in my face. The warm, moist air, not the cool breeze off the river or the water. It was hot, moist air breathing in my face.
And you know darn good and well it wasn't Fox, because he'd been dead for years.
Yeah. Yeah, you reckon they knew that you were in mourning,
I know
or
they did.
could sense that
I know
that
they did
loss
because
and
even Fox, you know,
yeah,
was in the morning at the time.
yeah,
And it's like when my grandmother died, he jerked the back door, dead-bolted door, and how he jerked that thing open, I have no clue, but he did. He
wow,
didn't break it either.
wow,
It's like he pushed it in and jerked it open
yeah,
and said, you know, that she was dead.
wow.
He couldn't fool all people. Not me, but
Hmm. Yeah, I kind of had a sense that they were here, but I didn't have a knowing because I haven't personally experienced them here. But you know, where I had that sighting at in 2016, I mean, it's probably what 15 miles from here or so,
yeah,
or less.
yeah, something like that.
It's not that far for one of
Mm-mm.
them to travel. I mean, they could do that in a half hour to an hour.
Yeah, and then down there on Laurel Mountain, I told you about those down there where we lived in the cabin, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not that far away either. You know, we had that sighting of that shadow that went through right down there, wasn't it?
Mm-mm.
Where you go across and up there?
No, that was on Cane Creek.
Oh, was it?
That was on the other side of.
That's what I mean, like over on the
Yeah.
other side from here.
Yeah.
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 You go down and cut over there to it, but
Mm-hmm.
that's not really that far away either. Like as
No.
far as from down there as it is probably up to there. Opposite direction.
We could
from
take
here.
an inner tube and go down there and be there in about less than a mile and a half,
Wow.
floating down the river.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the thing about it. People, you know, they probably come here and don't even realize it. Right over there on the other side of the river. An ancient,
I know, but the thing of
ancient
it is,
human hominid relic.
you were with me when
Yeah.
we ran into the other Bigfooters up here, researchers.
Yeah, I didn't really talk to him though. Did you talk to him?
I knew who they were.
Oh, did you? You recognize him?
Uh-huh.
I think I saw one of them had on a hat that had a Bigfoot on it or something. I don't remember really.
Uh-huh.
Didn't they have like snake boots on and stuff where they'd been
Mm-hmm.
back in the woods off the trails and places?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Camo too.
Yeah,
I
they
sort of
come up
learned my
here and-
lesson up here about wearing camo that time when that one come out bluff charging me and thought I was up here hunting them.
Yeah.
That's what they told that buddy of mine.
Mm-hmm.
He come back to the truck and I was already in the truck sipping on a Gatorade after I had that encounter, and I said to him, I said, you know, where have you been? He says, what do you mean where have I been? I was right there. I was right behind you the whole time. Didn't you see me? And I'm like, no. He says, I could have been a Bigfoot and you wouldn't even known it. He said, I watched you the whole time come down through there
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't even see me. I was like, no, I didn't see you. He goes, I wasn't even wearing camouflage. I said, no. And he said, well, I seen one. I said, seen one? He said, yeah, he waved to me. I said, he waved to you? He said, yeah. He said, I didn't know what to do. He said, I just seen a Bigfoot. And I'm like, just act normal. And he's like, well, how do you act normal when you just seen a Bigfoot? And so he thought to wave to it.
Mm-hmm.
And he could see it wasn't the wind blowing the bushes or the trees because the hand from it was going back and forth. It waved back to him. And then it jerked its hand down real quick like it was
Oops.
like it just got caught. And he said it turned and looked up the mountainside behind it, and there was like the big sister watching this
mama.
youngin, waving to this human, and he looked back to like see if he'd gotten in trouble or something. Had this like shocked look on his face, and he said that they told him that they thought I was up there hunting them because I had on camouflage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He said to me, he says, well, they didn't like you very much. And I was like, they didn't like me very much. He's like, yeah, that's what they said. And I said, what do you mean that's what they said? And he says, well, you know, it's just a figure of speech sort of thing.
Uh-huh.
And then about a couple of weeks later, he actually told me that he got mind speak from one of them. Like he didn't know. He kind of let it slip out of the bag. They said.
They said.
And I said, what do you mean they said? Well, you know, it's... he didn't know how to really explain it to me at the time and had to think about it. But later when he did explain it, you know, it wasn't his first rodeo experience with it. You know, he'd probably had other encounters because he believed me about mine when we came up here that time, and I climbed all the way to the top of that tall mountain, all the way to the top, and had snuck up there behind them, and I don't think no one had ever been up there, and I said to myself, you might want to get a picture or video of this because you'll probably never in the rest of your lifetime ever see this again. You'll never be in this spot ever again. So I was like, well, I took a little video just looking across, you know, from the perspective, but it just looked like you were parked somewhere at a lookout. You couldn't tell how high up I'd climbed, and the fact that I was on the side of the treacherous slope. I mean, I could have easily gotten killed. Just one slip and I'd have been gone.
Well, that's like hiking that trail. I don't know how many times we didn't. We went up there, but we didn't get all the way back to the falls behind Ball River.
Yeah, I'd been sick that day, probably with COVID or something. I was really fatigued, and
but
my knees were hurting.
I'd go off. You know, a little ways off the trail. You can always, if you're directional, I don't know how to explain it. If you have a sense of direction, you know how to get back to the trail.
Yeah.
You know, you don't get lost if you go off the trail a little bit. And I'd do that. I'd go off, look around and stuff. Coming back to, we had a jerk behind us that was trying to run me off 307.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah, he's riding my tail end and would not slow down. Pushed me down the road trying to get me to do over 55 mile an hour on that 45 mile an hour
windy road.
Windy ass road.
Yeah. He's in a hurry to get somewhere.
And so I turned off going down toward the winery road, you know?
Yeah.
And Holly says, Mama, are we going to go down that spooky road? I said, oh,
maybe.
Come on. Well,
come on.
No, I told her, I said, come on, we'll go down there. It's daylight. You know,
Yeah.
it's not going to be so scary in the middle of the day. And she said, it's actually pretty down here if you get to looking. But all kinds of signs. I mean, all kinds. Even Holly was, you know, she said, Mama, there's signs. I said, I know.
Yeah.
You know.
I think I like finding them ground sticks way more than anything. Look at that. It almost looks like them ducks are like a light shining off of them. You see that?
I see that.
Out there?
It's a moon shining.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either.
I think it's them two ducks out there, but look at how it looks like a light. I don't know. I don't see it now as much. It's floated on down the river.
Tell what he is.
Isn't that strange? Yeah, it's pretty tonight.
Look at over there on the other side of this shining here.
Yeah, I can't. This
I
camera
can't really
on the video, there's something straight through there that's reflecting. You see that?
Yeah, I see. I can't tell what it is though.
No, you can't see it good enough to see.
Could be a sign.
Yeah, it's probably a sign. The sky's pretty tonight. Something just lit up everything. Look at
Well,
that.
there's a star up there I can see through.
Through the clouds.
you know, but I don't see the moon because it's overcast right now. The moon has to be shining through because of the water. I mean, the trees are casting shadow on the water.
Uh-huh.
So the moon has to be shining through somewhere. So you may not can see it through the big oak tree.
And you can see it there a little bit with see the light. It's pretty down in here. All the way up the river. There's something shined right there.
There's something up in the tree shine too.
Was there?
In the tree.
Up in the tree?
Yeah, that tall pine right there.
Yeah. How high up? Might be a bear's cub or something.
Yeah, a little over halfway up.
Wow.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, I'm attracting every bug that's out here.
I know it. There's a mosquito and everything else.
There was a little flash again. That might be some kind of bugs or bat or something. It looks like a bat flying around.
A bat or a bird. Well, probably a bat.
Look how clear that water is. You can see right down to the bottom. There goes them ducks. What are them things? That's what we were seeing. We seen their eyes shining.
Are those wood ducks or?
I don't know. Them are ducks. What kind of ducks are they? Where them there ducks? Them are wood ducks in the woods there ducks? I don't know.
No.
What kind of ducks are they? They got long pointed beaks though.
I know.
Can't really see.
See them good enough to tell what kind they are.
You can just see the reflection in the light off of them.
They're not colored like the wood ducks though.
No, I don't know what they are. They funny looking ducks. That's what they are. Them's funny ducks. Look at all them fish in the water right there.
I know.
Splashing around.
I know.
Yeah, we do. So we can go fishing all the time.
Yeah, that's definitely bats flying around there somewhere.
Yeah, I'm drawing all the bugs and all the bats are flying in.
Yeah, to get the bugs.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? Well, this flashlight gets hot quick.
Yeah.
Trying to find that tall pine tree. Can't keep the light turned on because it's getting so hot.
Yeah, and there goes that.
Yeah, something.
That was that.
Or a big moth or something.
No, that was that.
Whew.
Okay, just leave the light off and burn your hand off.
Yeah, burn my hand off. See the mountains up there. Straight up. Imagine climbing to the top of something like that and getting up there and you climb all the way up there and you get up there and then suddenly you're facing a bluff charge. It's like, okay, the only way down is to go back down the way up that you just came. It's like the point of no return, you know. It's like, oh gosh, now what? Now what you gonna do? Yeah. Yeah. Whew. My stomach can handle it.
Yeah, I thought, you know, we get fed back on.
Yeah, that and lactose intolerant now from milk. That milkshake, it tastes good going down, but boy.
You want to see who's the stomach that ain't so hot?
No. No.
I sure know. Even suggested.
You know, with rain and stuff that's been, the water's really not up that much. It's pretty shallow. I bet it's about to come a good washing then. A good storm about to come up here tonight. About due for one, isn't it? Well, I guess we're about ready to get rolling, get going. Wow, the sky cleared off, didn't it? Listen to that. What is it?
It ain't no damn whippoorwill.
Sounds like a kid.
Yeah. Over on the other side.
Yeah, it's too repetitive though.
I don't know. Is there a bird that makes that sound in that time? Screech owl? Look up screech owl.
I don't
It could
know.
be a screech owl.
I sort of doubt it.
Well, it could be. I didn't say it was. I just said it could be. Possibility.
I saw that bat. That bat dove all the way down and hit the water just then.
So you got back up?
He got back up real quick. He must have got him a quick drink. Yeah, I don't know what that sound was. Sort of sounded like the cooing sound that they make, and then it sort of sounded like a kid, and then it sounded like it was coming at one time from two different locations at the same time. And I was like, that's confusing.
Yeah.
You know, I hear it over here, and then I'm hearing it over there, and I'm like, wait a minute, which is it? Yeah, it could be.
Remember that Colin Poe?
Oh, yeah.
If they're
Yeah.
using one of those, it would echo.
Yeah. Wow.
Very possible.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that too.
Did podcast.
Look at this.
I get blasted at times. Some people didn't like me.
That's so weird. The camera wouldn't even zoomed in. It wouldn't even show up. The flashlight wouldn't. I had to zoom all the way back out for it to even show up. Alrighty. Well, I was zoomed in. I guess it won't take a clear image. I was zoomed in so I could see the sky and the stars and stuff, but I thought I seen something run by over there, so I thought I'd shine the flashlight, and I shined the flashlight, but didn't get it on video. It wouldn't show up.
Only one time did I ever see a cat. Mountain lion.
Yeah.
Come down to the water on that side.
Right here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Well, they're definitely here. I mean, I know they're in Tennessee. I've seen,
It's back in
what,
80,
how many now? Like, I've seen
82.
3 mountain lions, and 2 of them were dead on the side of the interstate where they got hit and ran over.
Yeah, well, they shot that one right down there at Madison High School.
Yeah. Yeah. And then like a week later is when I seen that one that was still alive.
Yeah.
They just killed one, so yes. Smell that cat pee from it.
Yeah, they're a lot stronger than cats.
Yeah.
Sprayed by a mountain lion.
Yeah.
Get the stink off of you.
Yeah. That happened to me with the leopard down in Macon, Georgia at the rest stop there. I pull off and went to sleep and woke up that morning and something wet was on the corner of my mouth, and I went to wipe it and I heard something walking in the woods behind me. And I got up and just kind of looked around, went back to sleep. Well, that morning I got up and there was all these cat tracks there. Big cat tracks. So kitty cat come up in the middle of the night and decided it was going to spray me, mark me. I didn't realize it until I got down to Daytona Beach after spending the whole day out in the ocean, and my motorcycle bags in that heat, that
Lord.
cat pee, it was sweltering heat. It stunk like high heaven when I got down to Night Armament and pulled that sleep shirt out, throw it on. Man, it stunk. I bet they loved me down there showing up smelling like cat pee for our weapons class. Yeah, can't make stories up like that, you know. Nobody'd believe you anyway.
Sprayed by the skunk and me getting bit and having to take rabies shot that time.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good little video. It's like 30 minutes long. Can you believe that? Little YouTube video. We'll call it a YouTube short. How's that sound? Yeah.
Drink that again.
No, I couldn't stomach it. All right. Well, I guess we're going to go on a little adventure then.
You want to backtrack and go up Raptors?
Do what?
You want to backtrack and go up Raptors?
Oh, I don't know. Ooh,
Ooh, what was that?
I don't know. Some kind of bug.
Tater.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's some kind of big beetle. Probably one of them hook beetles, nose beetles. Don't hurt it. Maybe he'll fly off here in a minute. Alrighty.